Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build an automatic kelp farm for your Minecraft world. This design uses observers and pistons to monitor the growth of the kelp and to harvest the kelp at a certain length. Before we get into the tutorial, these are some of the resources that you'll be required to use to build this kelp farm. If you're going to be building this exact same farm and not extending it or deepening it, you'll want to be on Y level 48, as you can see right here. Now that you're on your correct Y level of your choice or on Y48, we're going to start by making a 3x10 platform. With our platform complete, we're going to place a temporary block right here, followed up by a piece of glass on top of it, and then we can remove our temporary block. We can now grab our pistons and place a piston on top of the glass block facing in this direction. We can now grab our observer and place it on top of the piston facing this way. The redstone part of the observer needs to be facing behind, and the face of the observer needs to be facing in front. We can now grab our note block and place it behind the piston just like this. Coming above that note block, we're going to place a full block. On top of that full block, place a piece of glass. You now want to repeat that exact same process all the way along to the end of your platform, and you want to repeat it on the other side as well. With this first layer now complete, we're going to raise this a further 4 more layers, making it a total of 5. The end result on your last layer will mean that your observer will finish 1 block above the sea level. To raise your layers, you simply need to place your glass like I have here, a piston on top of that, an observer on top of the piston like we've done below, and then what we want to do is place a note block, a building block, and then a piece of glass, and that is the start of the new layer. You want to continue this all the way up until you've reached the surface with your observer 1 block above. You'll want to do this on both sides. If you've done this correctly, you should have something like this. We're now going to build walls on our farm, so we're going to place a temporary block here and then a piece of glass. We can then remove that temporary block and then bring this wall all the way up to the very top. Once it gets to this point, we want to bring it over 1 block and then build it up even more. Once you're at the very top, we're going to bring this up a further 2 blocks and then across just like this. Now do the same for the other side. The next step is going to involve our water buckets. We're going to put water source blocks all along this glass wall edge and then all the way along the observers. This should fill this all in and turn this all into source blocks. We're now going to build 1 more wall, and it's going to be in the very center of the farm. So along this edge right here, we're going to build our next wall. We want to bring this all the way up to the surface in line with the observers. This height right here. Moving along to our collection system now, we're going to remove these 2 glass blocks 2 blocks down. We can now remove these out 1 block as well. Coming back to the very edge on this wall block right here, we're going to place our chest and then one more chest out, turning it into a double chest. We can now grab our 10 hoppers and place them facing into that chest. Grabbing our water buckets again for one more time, we're going to place water source blocks on top of these observers on both sides. We're now going to grab our 4 slabs and we're going to place our slab directly in front of the observer and then bring it out a further 3. As you can see, by doing this flows the water to our hoppers, which the kelp will then follow and then go into our chest. So you want to use these 4 slabs by doing that exact same process all the way along on both sides, bringing the water to this point. With the water now spread, this is exactly what your farm should look like. Our final step is to go ahead and place our kelp. We want to go ahead and place kelp all on these blocks right here, and then on the rest of the blocks they'll be on top of the observers. You can expand this farm as much as you want vertically or horizontally, however horizontally seems a bit more easier. It also depends on the amount of resources that you want to dedicate to a kelp farm. If you follow this exact design, you will produce 600 kelp per hour. So that is how you build an automatic kelp farm in Minecraft. If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to me if you could leave a like on the video, and if you want to see some more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. This farm design is owned by Pixel Riffs, so be sure to go check out his channel by clicking the link in the description. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. A special thanks to my Patreons, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!